my beautiful divas and dudes. This is kind of a vlog. I wanted to just talk a little bit about a condition that I've had for several years. I have fibromyalgia, and it's so hard to say. It looks like fibromyalgia, but fibro for short. Um, this person I know, well, I would say it's pretty close to me, but they're not really close anymore. Um, it's like I was talking to this doctor, and he said a lot of spouses, boyfriends, relatives, whatever, once you are diagnosed with fibromyalgia, they will not. I don't know if they don't want to believe it or recognize it, or they're not. Some people aren't really sympathetic to it because it's something that they like. If you had eczema or something like that, it's something that you can't see. But to me, if I'm taking like my prescribed pain medicine, if I have to take that and it says you can't drive, you know I can't drive when I'm taking it, then common sense should say, oh, this is a prescribed medicine for a real condition. But there's been people that's been in my life, they're really kind of not in my life anymore, that were not very sympathetic to my condition, although I was supposed to be sympathetic to theirs, um, that still have it in their minds that that's not a real condition. Um, you can deal with it, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter if you can't lift your arm to wash the dishes or cook or anything like that. And some days, you have some days that are good. You can kind of get around doing stuff. Some things it's just impossible. You can't wash the dishes when you can't lift the pot to put in the sink when your hand is, it feels like mechanical parts that are rusted and locked up, and there's no way to pry them apart, and like you're a robot and all your parts are rusted, and it's painful. And it's even painful to have people touch you. And I mean, even if somebody say like when the doctor wants to, like he'll say like, does this hurt? I'm like, yeah, and they'll, does this hurt? And I'm like, well, yeah, it hurts. I'm like, there's so many points or something they touch on your body to say, oh, well, that's the point. And then there's some that say there's no real diagnosis, or something like that. And I'm like, how can there be no real diagnosis if there's people that are really hurting, they really have it, and you tell them, and somebody's formed an actual thing and say, look at this on the internet, it says that, look at this book, it'll tell you this is what you need to do. I mean, duh. I mean, that's like I've got over 2, 3 different muscle pain, supposed to be numbing creams. And I mean, it's topical. It helps with the top of your skin. I figure out how I can get my camera angles right. I mean, you can feel. I mean, it goes on the top of your skin. It don't get down into the joints. It's not like a. I had a spinal injection. That was the most painful thing because it's right there on your in the bone, and you can feel the. Sorry for you squeamish people, and you can feel it going in there, and they say they're numbing it, but all they might be doing is just cleaning it with alcohol. Where they injected, I had it done twice, and it didn't help. But this is a different condition. I've got back pain too, chronic back pain, along with the fibromyalgia. And I'm gonna read off a definition. If some of y'all don't know or never heard of it, it says fibromyalgia is a common syndrome in which a person has long-term body-wide pain and tenderness in the joints, muscles, tendons, and other soft tissues. Fibromyalgia has been linked to fatigue, sleep problems, headaches, depression, and anxiety. Oh, well, I have all of those. it's just everything all together in a nutshell. And sometimes it can be really hard to cope. And for people that are not enough, compassionate enough, trying to explain to them, as some people, no matter who explains it to them, they'll never, what's that word, equalize, recognize, they'll never identify with it until it happens to them. Uh, but some people that think uh, maybe some of the chemicals we use might be causing it. It could be something in the water. I mean, they could always put, like the saying is, they could put stuff in the water. Uh, but I mean, it's just the world is like a less compassionate place nowadays, and if it's hell no, as humans, I can understand it. I mean, it's like my little dog. She's downstairs with my son. I mean, dogs, they're cut and dry. I mean, pretty much either they like you or they don't like you, and they'll let you know it. And if they don't want you to do something, they'll bite. I mean, not that she's a bitey little dog, but a dog will bite you or just straight on. It ain't no, oh, well, maybe I'll say one thing to your face and then something else to your back. That's the way it's plain cut and dry. They'll do what they feel and not deny it later on when you ask them about it. But I just want to do another little quick vlog because I know I haven't vlogged in a while, and it's been a long, hot day, really hot. I can't wait till fall gets here. I love fall. I got more fall clothes than summer. I got a little bit of spring clothes. I'm getting into the spring fashion thing, but I love fall. I hate winter though because it's so freaking cold. But it's not as cold down here in the south as it is up north. It gets cold. People think it gets cold here. Go up north, you'll find out what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna try and gather the strength to get through this day. But like I said, if any of y'all have same conditions, it's like that saying. There's always another saying. I can't remember. There's always somebody that's got it worse than you have. I think that's it. Somebody's got worse pain. And then there's people like with the conditions on Discovery Channel that can't feel pain, that can hold their hand over fire and they won't feel it burn. But I'm like, sometimes I like to be able to feel like that. You know, I mean, I wouldn't have any pain. I can just, but then it's bad because you can work yourself to the point where your body does start breaking down because you have no sense of this is this is hot. You know, you get your hand off of the fire, or whatever. But just keep smiling.